Hi, it's Debbie here. Today we're going to have some fun doing some designs. The reason why I'm doing this video is yesterday I received a request to make a video on how to do this, and I thought I would share this with everyone else, and so we're going to get going here. Um, the lady that contacted me, Rebecca, wanted to know how to incorporate this letter where she can cut it out on some vinyl and with a letter. And I've done some of these in the past, but some of the shapes can be a little complicated. So I decided to do a video. So here's what she's wanting. I'm going to see, you can probably see this pretty well over here. She wants the letter with Times Roman numeral, have a fleur-de-lis in it, and have it cut out so she can use it for one of her projects. Now here I made a D and an H, my initials, and while I was playing around with this, and then I just added this other little piece. Let me ungroup this because it was within the little studios that I opened, so I just thought, oh, wouldn't that be cute behind it? So anyway, here are the letters that she wants to make. So I'm going to hop back over here and we're going to get started. Okay, the first thing I did is I moved this over to the side, and I tell you what, when I go to make a video, my dogs just decide to be a little ornery. Okay, so anyway, I always make a copy of everything in case I need to go back to it. And I'm going to go ahead and go over here to my type tool, type a D, and then I'm just going to highlight it. We'll go down to the times and increase the size. And then I'm just going to make it even larger by dragging the corners. Now I'm going to go fit to window so we can get right back here. And I hope you can see this real well. The next thing I'm going to do is change the shape of my fleur-de-lis a little bit. Kind of eyeball it in here to see how it's going to fit. That looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to just move my letter D over here to the side. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to right click and make it a compound path. There we go. Now I'm going to work with the fleur-de-lis, dragging it over here to the center, and I'm going to go up here and do an offset. I'm trying to remember where this offset tool is new to me, but it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to do an internal offset and just increase this little by little by little by little till I get a good look what I want. Because I wanted to make it thick enough where it's not so easily falling apart, but I don't want to make it too thick. So I have this set at about 0.1. I'm just going to go in a little bit more, not too much. Okay, there we go. Now the internal offset I'm going to duplicate over here. Okay, and then I'm going to group these two by just selecting them both. I'm going to right click and choose Make Compound Path. Now I'm going to set this over here to the side, and we're going to use this piece right here. And to make sure it's at the front, I'm going to right click and select Bring to Front. Because you have to do this when you go to use the Modify tool, which we're going to be doing next. So once again, I kind of eyeball this just to see if it's setting kind of where I want it. And now I'm going to hold down my Shift key and select my letter D. Go up here to my Modify tool and select Subtract. Now, as you can see here, it subtracted the part of the fleur-de-lis out of this. And I'm going to go in here and select these and delete them out. I'm going to take this shape, remember we saved it earlier, set over to the side here. And sometimes we'll need to zoom in to see if it's set correctly. So let's see. Okay, now you hear the tippy tap of my dogs. Yes, there it came back in from a good rebel rousing outside. They can be so naughty. Now it looks like I may have to adjust this just a tad bit, because I want it to weld within this shape here. Well, you know what? We're going to try it like this. So I'm going to go fit to window and select weld. There we go. It looks pretty good, but to make sure and see how it's going to look, I always like to fill it with a color. And I'm going to fill it with that same aqua blue, and I'm going to fill the line color the same way. So there we go. We have one letter with the fleur-de-lis shape inside it, and it will cut out and leave that pretty little fleur-de-lis sitting right there. And I hope this video will help you with your creative projects. And remember, you're not just limited to this shape. There's lots of shapes out there you may want to experiment with and see how it looks and just have fun designing. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful for any of your projects coming up. You have a great day. I'll see you at my blog or on the Silhouette Plus forum. Bye now.